Thank you for watching another episode of Sloan's Reviews. Our mission is to help you decide what to love making next. Stay tuned at the end of this video for extended footage of the last City Marble Runs operation and for a talk about whether Temu is right for you. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed to our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. We're trying to reach 125 subscribers by the end of October with only 5 more to go. You guys rock! Today I'm reviewing the last City Marble Run by ROKR. On the Sloan's Reviews rock scale of hardness, with 1 being easy and 10 being rock hard, I give this kit a 5, primarily due to the wiring and electronics. On the Sloan's Reviews helping hand score, with 1 being it's completely automated, to 10 being it needs so much help the unit is more man than machine, I give this kit a 1 as it is beautifully automated. The marble size for this unit is 8mm, and they provide you with 15 of them for the run. Looking at the instructions, they were in a booklet style format. The parts were given some colors so you could identify them quickly. The instructions were great, telling you how to proceed, and were a little better in this kit versus the Future City. I feel like they were hard to follow when mentioning how to join the marble runs together, but in this kit it was much better. You will need to decide, though, will this be a standalone marble run, or will you combine it with up to 3 others? With this build, I was keeping the last city as a standalone run, so I stuck to those instructions. The instructions for the marble lift itself came separately. They were in a poster style format, and I felt them a little bit better on this one, being that it was the second marble lift I built. Looking into the assembly, the last city is a plastic model kit. ROKR provides you with everything you need to build it, though you may want to have your own pair of side cutters, a microfile, 1 black Sharpie, 1 silver Sharpie, and perhaps just a dab of Vaseline. I'll provide a link to a good set of those tools in the video description. The first part of the instructions and assembly for this marble run has you test the electronics before assembling them into the kit, which is a good plan. The kit also comes with a plastic wand that has a magnet in the tip that helps you push some parts together and retrieve the marbles when necessary with the magnetic end. The parts were sometimes heavily connected to the frames and required some filing to clean them up. I used a black and also a silver Sharpie on some of the areas I needed to recolor after filing. Everything went together well during assembly, and I had no trouble with the parts not staying in position. The wires of the electronics are all color-coded, and it helps keep the wires organized when you plug them into the main board. Thanks, ROKR, that was a brilliant move, and I had also had no missing parts. Turning to operation, I usually list all the pathways for the marbles to take, but this marble run has so many, I'm going to leave it to you to watch the multitude of pathways on the video. The last city has a more reliable 50-50 mechanism than the Future City did in my kit. Right after the 50-50 is another 50-50 that also appears to work quite well. The marble lift works great, and the marbles sound like they are marching as they climb the lift. This marble run works very well and needed very little policing for me to operate smoothly. What I especially liked about the last city is it's very successful and entertaining marble run and packs a lot of action in a minimal footprint. I supported these kits on Kickstarter and don't regret it, though it did take a little longer to get the units than I would have thought it would. The lights and triggers that activate as the marbles pass by increase the novelty of this marble run and help to light up the start case. ROKR did a great job with this kit along with its sister, the Future City. They are both very successful departures from their usual wood marble runs and model kits. The last city has an infinite tunnel effect as well, which is very wild. Looking what I didn't like, I love this marble run just a hair less than the Future City. It's my impression that the last city was the initial plastic marble run that they first built, and they carried what they learned from the last city over to the Future City. Add one piece on this kit I had to modify. I will mention this again in the building tips, but on the lowest level, the marbles were getting stuck in the raceway on the far right after dropping down from above. I filed the side of this raceway and it freed the marble up nicely. I felt like the last city didn't have quite as much pizzazz as the Future City. For instance, the first level was really just a simple track without the flair the Future City has on its upper deck. The build is darker, especially in the bottom left corner. There was also quite a missed opportunity down there. In the bottom left corner, there was a traffic light ornament that is only that. It doesn't light up. I'm perplexed why they included something that looks like it should light up, but didn't include any electronics to make it do so. It's a small thing, but on page 10, there are paper inserts for scenery that in this kit didn't come with any adhesive dots. Ultimately, they will be held in by a combination of things, but I kind of like to have them stuck down to keep them in place. One other probably small thing that I didn't mention in my review of the Future City is I added just a thin smear of Vaseline to the parts and gears of the marble lift, as they have the potential to see a lot of friction from the repeat movements. I don't think the Vaseline will eat into or dissolve the plastic parts. So far I have had no problems with that. Would I do it again? Oh yeah, again. I would love to build a 4-unit marble run, but these things aren't exactly free, so we'll see how it goes in the future. Is this kit good for a first-time building experience? I think this would be one of the better first-time builder experiences, even with the wiring. This operates about as smooth as you can get. My only caveat would be the skills to build this kit won't cross over real well to putting together wooden marble runs. Did you build the last city marble run? What did you think? Put your comments below. Please like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to see our latest videos. I hope this review helped you decide if you would love making your own The Last City. If you're in the position to support us on Patreon, please click my link in the description. We have a camera that needs to be replaced. For $3 a month, you get ad-free access to our videos. That $3 can help you decide what to love making next. Let's talk Temu for a minute. I was very skeptical, and their app is just like a very nutty game show, but now I'm convinced. When was the last time Amazon gave you money back for a late arrival of your product? Yeah, never. Temu will give you money back if a product shows up late. How much back? I got $13 back on a $145 shipment that arrived 1 day late. They sell the same goods as Amazon for literally a few bucks to double digits worth of discount. Though admittedly, sometimes that means your goods won't come in a box. The app regularly gives you opportunities for discounts, even free merch, but please be careful. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to figure out exactly what to do with it. But once you learn to make the app work for you, you can get some pretty nice discounts through the Temu app, absolutely. Click the link in the description if you want to give it a whirl and prepare for the roller coaster ride that is the Temu app. Alright, here's some assembly tips. On page 5, instruction 2, you may need to file the edges of insertion pegs to give them a little bit of bevel to allow easy insertion. On page 6, instruction 2.4, there are some forks to keep the wire organized on the bottom of the black case, but they're too narrow for the thickness of the wire. I had to file these to widen these areas. On page 27, instruction 4, I had to file the edge of the marble raceway to allow the marbles to fall down and roll out smoothly from above. When building the marble lift system, you use just a smear of Vaseline on the gears and the other parts that will rub against each other as the mechanism operates. That's way hopefully things will stay nice and smooth for you. Okay, this is just a quick tutorial on how to cut plastic parts out of these frames. The safest way is to cut away from where you're going to be making your final cut. Make sure you're holding the part with one hand because small parts can fly away if you're not careful. Go ahead and just trim it out coarsely from the frame, and then take a look at it and cut it finely away from the rest of the junk away from the part. That'll get it. If you're doing a model that requires really fine finish work, then you have to trim it a little bit further away, so that, and then just sand file the rest of the way down with a nice diamond file. With this isn't going to be, this isn't the finished area. This is going to be stuck behind the model, so no one will ever see it, so it doesn't really even need to be filed down. Okay, so you've cut out this nice part from the parts frame, and you filed off the chunks of a little bit of burrs there, but now you got these big white spots. That's what a black Sharpie is for. Take it on there and just the other side of it. The white part's gone. Same thing on there. I finally got around to writing an outro to give you plenty of time to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks again to those of you who have already subscribed, and one of you will have the good luck to be my first paid tier patron on Patreon if you subscribe today. For $3 a month, you get access to my videos without having to watch ads. Thank you in advance.